You may have noticed the events I did in the last several weeks on the 3 levels of leadership at Geekdom in San Antonio. And this is intended as an overview, and I will be giving you several videos that will summarize those talks. So I'm going to try to chunk an hour down into just a few minutes for you. And first, let's just give an overview. What are the 3 levels of leadership? Well, before we can answer that question, we have to ask, what does leadership mean, especially in this age? No longer can we simply say that somebody is a leader, like somebody that we look up to maybe, or somebody we want to follow. That's no longer the case. In the integral age, we have to ask a few questions. Who do we need to lead whom? In what context? For what results? Under what circumstances? So it's not just contextual, it's a highly fluid situation. This is why there are several types of CEOs. Maybe you need a recovery CEO, somebody who can actually turn a company around. Or you need somebody who can actually handle a crisis, like come in and repair a reputation of a company. Those two are related but often different. And then you've got somebody who's just growth, who can, take a company that's plateaued and move them into a new level of profit and productivity. And then you've got somebody who can also just take it from startup to a certain level, but they understand that with their skill sets, they can only go so far. Now, they're all CEOs, but the question is, under what circumstances? Who do we need to lead whom? In what context for what result? And so once we answer that, then we can actually look at an individual. But what about the qualities that transcend context? And so the reason that there's 3 levels of leadership is because there are certain qualities, capacities, skills that need to be developed, that anybody in any leadership position, and that might be leading a team, it could be leading a company, it could be leading a state or a country, or it could be leading their own vision to market. And those 3 levels are thus, and I like to think of them as really concentric circles. And we'll start with the most external first, the public leadership. That's about their ability to lead from vision and give excellent talks, essentially to have presentation and platform skills that not only support whatever they're saying, but also, they feel comfortable up there and all the things that go along with keeping people engaged in an audience. And that's the first level that we'll talk about, the most external or the most public. And that will be in a follow-up video right after this one. The second level of leadership is the more personal, the empathy, the ability to build rapport, connect with people, to motivate them based on what they want, and mesh that with your own vision, your own values. Because I think we can agree that if you have an incredible vision, but you're not able to connect with people and make it real for them and inspire them to get along with you, go along with you in this vision that you have, well, that would be a problem. And we've all seen brilliant people who just lack the, quote, soft skills that really translate directly to the bottom line. I don't think they're soft skills. I actually think they're where the rubber meets the road. Sometimes it leaves a mark, and sometimes it gains traction and takes off. And that's the second level, the personal, the empathetic, the rapport, the ability to establish a connection, to make it meaningful for them, and to have them feel like they're the most important person in the world. And part of that is the third level, the most internal, the most private. And that really is about hacking your own mind. And there's lots of things that go into that. It's personally my favorite because it radiates out to all the other levels. And just to give you a little piece of it, some of it is just managing your own chatter in your head. Some of it's about your ability to hold your own vision, to be able to navigate your own interiors. And there's a part of it that is really about true presence versus charisma. And presence versus charisma is an important distinction. Charisma you can fake. You can, get yourself pumped up. But true presence that has people go, who's that person? And has them just drawn to you. That comes from a lack of internal conflict, meaning internal alignment is present. And that's a combination of self-esteem, having the ability to manage your own mind, navigating your own interiors. Those are the 3 levels of leadership. There will be 3 videos following this. I'll try to keep them under 4 minutes. And thank you for allowing me to contribute to